I recently visited a couple of places in Karnataka with my friend Satya. We filmed a 5-part web series covering 5 different locations around. It was a very fun trip. The web series is now live on my channel, and thank you all for the amazing response, specifically on the last 2 parts, which is Shiv Moga and Mysore. This video is about how exactly I filmed the web series, the Karnataka web series, what was my thought process and the different processes which was involved in making that web series. I will be mainly focusing on 3 important points. First one is the pre-production, second one is the production phase, third one is the post-production. In the pre-production part, I will be mainly focusing around how to storyboard and how to come up with ideas. In the production phase, I will be talking mainly about the gears that I used to film the web series and also the thought process that was involved behind framing those shots. And in post-production, I will be telling you more about how did I choose the music for this web series. I think that is one question a lot of you have asked. In this web series, I have taken all the music from MusicBed. MusicBed is a very high quality music provider where you can go and subscribe and can gain the access to their music library. Now, it is not a copyright free music platform. So all the music that you find on their website is very high quality and probably the music that you would have already listened to on Spotify. So I will talk more about them, and they are also one of the sponsors for this web series. There is a lot to cover in this video, so let's quickly get into the topics. Now, this is one of the very important point when you are filming a web series with a concept behind it, but I always end up not doing it well because most of the trips that I planned are very spontaneous and very last moment, and that is the same thing happened with this web series as well. So ideally, when you talk about pre-production, you need to come up with the entire idea for the web series. And it is preferable if you can get the dialogues written in advance as well, so that it becomes easier when you are filming the sequence, and specifically when you are doing a travel web series, so you get a very less window of time to film the shot well. What we did from our end was just to plan the location, that these are the locations that we are going to go. And we had a bit of concept that, you know, my friend is coming to Bangalore, and this was actually Satya's first time in Karnataka, so that also added up because this was the whole concept that he is coming to Karnataka for the first time, and me living in Bangalore for last 7-8 years, so I know the place really well, so I'm just showing him around. We used to plan the script and a little bit of dialogues just before the day of shoot. So let's say if we have extensive shoot tomorrow, so we will plan all the dialogue, we'll plan a little bit of storyboard right there, but I will always suggest do that in advance, write all the dialogues, write all the concepts, because once you go on the shoot, there are a lot of things which will go out of the plan. So the least you can have is all the concept, all the dialogues written in advance. It always helps. Now we are going to talk about the second point, the production phase. After all the planning that we have done for the project, now it's time for the execution. That's when we enter the production phase. I have shot the entire web series on gimbal. I was using DJI Ronin SC2 and DJI Ronin SC. The entire series is filmed on Sony A7 III. And I've used only 2 lenses mainly. One is a 50mm f1.8 lens, and the second one is Tamron 17 to 28 mm f2.8 lens. If I talk about the audio, so I have used Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which is the mic I usually use for filming my web series. If we talk about drones, so the entire series is filmed on DJI Mavic Air 2, which is one of my favorite drone at the moment. So these are the major gears that I use to film the web series. Now let's talk about how did I plan of framing the shots. So like I already mentioned, we used to plan a little bit of script just before the day of shoot. So I knew the place well. I knew what time I'm going to get what kind of light. So I reached all the spots right on time. And thanks to Satya for his cooperation, because we used to get up really early to get to the place, because when it comes to light, it plays a lot of important role. So in terms of framing, there are only 3 major points that I used to keep in mind. One is following the grid lines. Like, you always put the grid lines on in your video camera and keep your subjects in either of the 4 points of intersection which you have on the screen. And always if you are finding symmetry in your frame, so keeping your subject in the center, or either on the first one third or the last one third, depending on what direction your subject is looking at. We can talk more about framing and different concepts of cinematography in some another tutorials. But for now, if I talk about my thought process, so my idea was to highlight the two characters, which was me and Satya. And the best part about the whole web series was we are very different if we talk about the taste that we have in different things. Let's say, for example, music or even the kind of videos that we make. So that was a major factor. And we wanted to highlight the characters, but not really, telling it outright on face. So you will never find us, filming with the cameras or me having a camera in my hand, because I did not wanted to give it a vlogish sort of a vibe. Most of the places you will find the symmetry in the frames. Like if I'm flying a drone, so I'll keep my subject either in the center or in one of the intersection points. I had also shot the entire web series in S-Log profile, S-Log 2 specifically. This was the first time I was filming in S-Log 2, and it really gave me a lot of help in color grading while I was editing the whole sequence. I know it was very painful color grading a S-Log sequence, but the colors turned out really well. I also designed a LUT for myself because it came out really well. It's already live on my website. So you can check the link in the description for my shop and you can purchase those LUTs. I would like to end this point by telling you there are a lot of things that go wrong while you are in the production phase. Like for example, light might not be the way that you have planned, or you would have got a little bit late to get to a point, or the restrictions, like at some places you might not get permissions to film, so you have to be ready for that. It's always good to be discreet at places where you will find a lot of attention. It's always good to be away from the attention. In this point, let's quickly begin with my favorite topic, which is choosing the music for this project. My idea with this entire web series was to give it a very film sort of a look. Even if you look at the different music that I have used for this web series, is depending on the mood. So I always used to come up with a thought in terms of what is the mood I'm trying to set in that specific moment. Like for example, if I'm going for happy vibes, or if I'm going for very emotional vibes or inspirational vibes or motivational vibes, I picked those keywords and put it in the search bar of MusicBed, and I came across a lot of good options. Now the best part about MusicBed is that you will be able to find the tempo of the music right next to the music itself. It makes it very easy to pick the right music for your project, because you will be able to spot if the tempo of the music is high in the beginning or low in the beginning and then it saturates. You can easily make that out looking at that graph for the tempo of the music, which is right next to the music file on MusicBed. So they have different subscription plans on their website which you can subscribe for. It is very good for creators who really want to create high quality cinematic videos, and you can use the code HOPPINGBUG to get your first month free if you are subscribing for a yearly plan on their website. Now let's talk about the editing process. I personally feel that 60% of the video is made in editing. Once you come up with all of those footage, it takes a lot of time just to come up with the story. But if you have done the pre-production right, this is where it helps. You will come up with very limited amount of footage to go through, and you will already know a bit of sequence in your mind that you have to edit. So it's always good to go with a good production plan. It's always good to invest good time in pre-production so that your editing process becomes smooth. I have edited the entire web series on Adobe Premiere Pro CC because that is a software I have been using for most of my project. I will be telling you more about how to use Adobe Premiere Pro CC in my other videos, because it's a very lengthy video if I start talking about it right now. There are different points in that software. Also in editing, I would mention few points which I would suggest you should take care of. If you are filming something very cinematic, always try to take long shots. And I think that is one thing you will find very unique in this whole web series. There are a lot of long shots. All the drone shots are very long, or even a lot of handheld shots are very long, because that gives that connect to the characters. Since it is not going to be very fast paced cinematic video, it is all about character building. So if you're going to have those long shots, is always going to help you create a good story. One more thing I would like to add here is be very careful about your audio, because audio plays a very key role if you are making any web series. So always make sure when you are filming, keep looking at the bars of the audio in your camera, and always try to look around your vicinity. If it is very noisy, try to avoid filming in those areas, or get a collar mic. That is also an alternate. I did not use collar mic. I was using Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which also records the ambience at times. So it's always good to avoid noisy places when you are recording your audio, because audio plays a very important role in your video. These are the major points I wanted to talk about in this video. I will be planning my next trip soon, so keep checking my Instagram. I update most of my things on my Instagram. And if you like the color grading in the whole web series, if you like the color profile, so you can buy my LUTs on my website. You will find link in the description for the same. And I hope you all got to learn something from this video and it was helpful for you. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Until then, peace.
ओए, ये तो 50 के नोट पे है भाई। क्या बात कर रहे हो?
हाँ, ये 50 के नोट पे भी है, बट ऑब्वियसली को याद नहीं है, बट ये हिस्ट्री के कवर पेज पे भी हुआ करता था. एंड दिस इज लाइक वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पॉपुलर टेम्पल आउट हियर इन हम्पी. दिस वितलया टेम्पल, और यहाँ पे बहुत लोग आते हैं. लाइक यहाँ पे ये जो तू पीछे देख रहा है, दिस इज स्टोन चैरियट, एंड दिस इज बिल्ड इन 15